Ahoy, mateys. There was some screw ups here. I was just talking to myself. More or less talking to myself. The earlier today, like 9:30, I scheduled the broadcast. And I realized, oh, I didn't put a thumbnail in. So I tried to go back, put a thumbnail in. Then all of a sudden I ended up with 2 broadcasts. I'm like, no. I only want one. So I deleted the one that did not have a thumbnail, added a thumbnail to the new one, yada, yada. And the computer was acting real slow. So I said, okay, I'm going to reboot it. So at 10:30, I rebooted it. And everything came up. Everything looks good. So then when I went to go live a few minutes ago, I was in the wrong live stream, the one that I deleted. It should have been gone forever. No, it was still there. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting there going into a panic mode. So now I went back and they gave me the option to delete that one and go into the other one. So I did, and here I am. But oh my, last second weird shit happens. But it is Halloween after all. Maybe it's Michelle Wilkins. I'll explain that pretty soon. We get a few more people in the house. I'll explain to you who Michelle Wilkins is and how she came to be, or at least how she ended up with that name. Bob's Adventure, I'm glad you're here. Scott Jacobs, in appreciation, welcome aboard. Todd Johnson, yeah. Fort Man, all right. Yeah, people are starting to trickle in. I looked to see who possibly was live this morning and nothing on my subscription, so I guess everybody is doing something else. Speaking of something else, you may get a little bit of noise coming over the microphone from the living room, but today, right now, as a matter of fact, is the Michigan State Michigan football game, which is a big deal, especially here in the state of Michigan. Now I know why the Moose Lodge around the corner was doing their tailgate trick-or-treating at 10 o'clock this morning. They were. I drove by there. Yeah, they were doing the tailgate trick-or-treat thing. So I'm sure all the mooses, they got that done, and now they're all sat down in front of a couple boob tubes now to watch the game. Journey the Illegal East Lands is here. Beautiful day in Texas. I wish I was there with you. It's we have some sunshine, and it's just barely reaching 40 degrees, but the wind is gusting to like 30, 35 miles an hour. It makes it cold. My fingers are cold right now because I was outside for a little bit. Anyways, Weekend RVing is here. Welcome aboard, Millie, James. Good to see you. Yeah, we're rolling along here. And I did a little bit of research here earlier today too, because it is Halloween. It's Halloween, and the kids up there at the Moose Lodge were cute. You could see a few of them in their costumes and getting trick or treats. You know, they're all younger kids. You know, like 8, 9, maybe, and younger. You know, it's almost like the younger they are, the cuter it is. You know, I'm gonna try to. Well, I've got candy bought. Traditionally around here, I've had years where we didn't get any trick-or-treaters. And I've had years where, 4, 5, 6, 8, that's it. You know, about a half an hour from like 5:30 to 6, and then it's all done. You know, it varies around here at the lake. Sometimes people are here. Other times they're not. You know, with this game on today, I have a feeling that You know, Daddy, can we go trick or treating? No, I'm watching the game. Or, oh no, I gotta take a nap. I just got done watching the game. Something to that effect. I mean, who knows? It's just kind of a joke in a way. But you know, the trick or treaters. I remember when I lived in the suburbs in town in Wyoming. Yeah, it was amazing. Hundreds of trick or treaters. And of course, I went all out to make sure everything was decorated like you wouldn't believe. And yeah, it was an enjoyable evening. I mean, it would last well into the dark hours. You could figure you'd still be getting trick or treaters at 8:30, 9 o'clock. And yeah, it was pretty intense in the city. But don't live there anymore. And now with the pandemic, I'm sure that things are quite different this year. You know, it's almost like trick-or-treating is going by the wayside. It seems like it's been doing that even before the pandemic. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. As far as to the title, back to the title. Michelle Wilkins approves this live stream. Before you Google her, don't bother. There are several people by that name in the United States. And one hasn't been that long, but 4, maybe 5 years ago, unfortunately deceased, and not in a natural way. Kevin Adamas Vlogs, welcome aboard. Teachers on Adventures is here. Northwoods RV Life, I've got you written down for the 1 o'clock shout out. I see you're going to be interviewing K&R Destinations. That's going to be cool. That's going to be real cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm slightly prepared. Speaking of other live streams, once again tonight's going to be a toss-up. You know, it looks like Nomadic. I was just chatting with him on the Superman statue cam. It doesn't look like he's going to do a normal 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern live stream. It depends on his load. He's got a truckload that he's delivering right now. He does intend to be in Metropolis around that time, but he's setting up more for a later in the evening kind of a spooky, ghoulish show again in the basement of the Superman Museum. So if you can stay up that late, I won't. I'll have to replay it. But wow, Todd. Anyways, back to Nomadic Hippie. If you stay up till 9 p.m. Eastern, that's what that's his plan for right now. Todd. Wow. I'm going to show that. Yeah. You know, I can remember even when I was a kid growing up a long time ago, you know, mom and dad said, no, don't let us go through the candy. Let us go through what you've got in your pillowcase or your bag of treats that you got. And they would, you know, make sure there wasn't anything bad in there. You know, there was horror stories about somebody implanting a razor blade inside a candy bar, let's say. Weird shit like that. I never knew anybody that got in any kind of serious situation like that, but you heard rumors, or you heard what probably was serious news. Yeah, Scott Jacobs, I agree. Make sure you've got, run up to Walmart before they close it down for election day and get you some 9mm ammo. You might need it. You will need it. Strange times we live in. Strange times. I just can't imagine raising kids today. I mean, my kids are all grown up. My grandchildren are coming up, but anyways, I wouldn't want to be a new parent, if you will, these days. Man. Teachers on adventures. Well, you know, their parents will drive them up in the Range Rover up your driveway. Or are you out in the desert somewhere? With all those spooky saguaro cacti. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Drew. I'm gonna have my little cigar while we're doing the live stream. I just want to. Still, we got my coffee. It's strong today. All right. So, if you are wondering why I have that title, we'll get to it. Thank you, Scott. I did a tiny bit of research, not a lot. I kind of knew some of it anyways. About 3 years ago, they did some research and not interviews, but polling well, they came up with 45% of the population of the United States believes in ghosts. And one blog about it said, well, it's probably higher because some people won't admit that they do, or maybe won't admit that they have had some unusual things happen in their lives that would lean towards a paranormal activity of some sort. I saw one article where it said, well, you know, the ghost hunters, there's a lot of ghost hunters out there. They wouldn't exist unless there was people that believed in ghosts. Yeah. And I have since I was a young kid. I've heard some weird things in the middle of the night. And because I'm kind of open-minded, around here, weird things in the middle of the day or anytime. There's no schedule. Weird things happen in this cottage. Yes, we have a resident ghost. And oh, by the way, nobody's polled YouTubers yet, but I'd say more than 45% of YouTubers believe in ghosts. Check out all the paranormal channels. There's a few. There's Michigander Man. There's Sherry. A lot of channels have done paranormal stuff, even if they're not dedicated to that niche. Yeah, ghosts can be a thing, especially today, seeing how it's Halloween 2020. Midwest Picker, welcome aboard. Michigander Man, I was just mentioning you. Talking about a little bit about the paranormal channels. I think there's a higher percentage of YouTubers than the 45% that the poll said the people that believe in ghosts, or Americans who believe in ghosts. Speaking of Americans, I heard something really funny. Going to a haunted restaurant. Cool, Michigander Man. Yeah. I hope you film it. I'm sure you'll film it. Anyways, I don't know what's going on with the Michigan State game, but Holly's yelling about something. Anyways, where was I? Oh, damn it. Holly, that's being picked up here on the microphone. She don't care. So you're going to a haunted restaurant on Halloween night. That could be epic. It could be epic. Let me see here. There. Svengoolie said they're real. Thank you, Frederick. Svengoolie. I like that. In Holland at the Civic Center, doing the Michigan versus Michigan State game for free. That's on right now, Michigander. And then they have tacos for $3. I'd go for the tacos. Identify a sword. It's on my latest video. Oh, well, I'm not a sword expert. Well, I'll be happy to take a look. Folks, I'm gonna put Dave up here a minute. If there's anyone out there, go check out Midwest Picker's channel. His latest video, he features a sword that he's having trouble identifying it. Wow, Kent County Paranormal invited you. That's cool. At any rate, we'll try something here. What if I just click? No, that's not working. All right. There. Okay. I'm still learning StreamYard, even though I've been doing it for months. Teresa, welcome aboard, Lassie. I'm glad you're here. It's good to have you. We're talking about ghosts. It's a good day to talk about ghosts and paranormal stuff. I happened to listen to Coast last night, and guess what they were talking about? Ghosts. And it was a pretty good interview with somebody. They had some recordings of ghostly sounds, if you will, voices. It's a fraternal organization sword, either Oddfellows. Man, you're quick on the ball. Oh, here I was reading it wrong. Midwest Picker. Oddfellows or Maccabees. Is it possible it's Masonic? I'll try to look at it.
Too much Halloween candy, Michigan? Get your fucking poop in a room.
I don't even want to comment on what I just heard. You probably heard it too. She thinks Michigan ate too much Halloween candy already. Well, what is that meant to be? Ahoy, Linda Barker. Welcome aboard. Thank you. Happy Halloween. Yeah. So, back to the ghosts. The ghosts among us. Football brings out the best in people. Okay. Yeah. Oh, funny. And of course, my cigar went out because I forgot to puff on it. Oh, man. That is funny. Timmy Ray the King, welcome aboard. Thank you. Happy Halloween to you and your family as well. Like I said, I'm gonna have my cigar. All right, we're about halfway in here, 20 minutes anyways. Here's a football. Thank you, meant to be. That works. We can have that football up here. It's a football. Football. Isn't that what they call it in the United Kingdom? Foot, F-U-T, ball. I think it's played a little different too. Foot. Almost sounds German. Oh, excuse me. I got the belties from the sausage. and only one piece of candy. Yeah, cheating. But Reese's peanut butter cups, how can you resist? I even brought some of those with me down to the Mayberry meetup. And Tina and I consumed them. Apparently, she likes them too. I hear the Aeromed helicopter going overhead right now. I hope everybody's all right. Usually when you hear that, you know that they're on a mission to save somebody, or they're bringing somebody to the hospital as fast as they can because they're in the golden hour, so to speak. So whenever I hear the Aeromed, I know what's going on. Well, I know for those of you, I know some of you, Michigander man, he's up here in Michigan, not far from me. Midwest Picker is just down the street from me. I happen to work at Spectrum Health, as you know, for 30-some years. And I learned something even when I was working there. The Aeromed, the chopper, the life flight, whatever you want to call it. We always called it Aerowolf. Anyways. There are four. There are four. They're identical, but there are four. 4 Aeromed choppers. I've been retired now for just over 10 years. It could be more. Yeah, it's interesting. All right, Timmy Ray is waiting on Tennessee versus Arkansas. What time does that come on today? Whoops. Yeah, there's quite a few college games on today. It actually stayed lit this time. All right, moving right along here. So, this is about 9 years ago. I mean, I already knew that we had a resident ghost, or I had a resident ghost, because I was living here by myself. Now, my one neighbor to the southeast, she has since passed. She's been gone about 6-7 months now. She had cancer, and then it went into remission after, chemo and all kinds of, mastectomy and you name it. And then she was okay, except she was a little bit odd at times, especially when she was still doing the chemo, but taking some other medications as the chemo was winding down. But one day she wanted me to go get her some cigarettes, and she came out in the yard, her yard, and my yard's right next. Anyway, she asked me, yeah, I can do that. And she says,
yeah, touchdown!
Michelle won't get mad, will she? And I'm like, I said, no. I had no idea who she was talking about. One of our neighbors was named Melissa, and Melissa would come and visit me now and then, but her name was not Michelle. That was just kind of odd. And then that wasn't too long. Midwest Picker, you heard the copter too. Yeah, touchdown, I just heard that too. See? Timmy Ray, they're watching the Michigan State game up here. That's a big rivalry here in Michigan.
Yeah.
And Holly's yelling. Must have been for Michigan. She's on the Michigan side.
It's 7-7, Jack.
Okay, go blue. Oh, it's 7-7. All right. Linda, almost everybody that's on here, Holly, they're watching it too. Even if they're in other states, they're watching it. Linda's in Ohio. She's watching it.
Who's she rooting for?
I don't know. She just said they're tied. Linda, Holly wants to know who you're rooting for. RV Stain says, go green, go white.
Stay safe.
Michigander man says everybody needs to come here and let me tell everybody what's going on with the game. and with you as the co-host. Where are we staying? Welcome aboard. Good to see you. I happen to be a Michigan fan, so go blue. All right, back to Michelle Wilkins. Oh, Midwest picker. Tell her I said go Buckeyes and see what she says. Dave says go Buckeyes.
He's Ohio?
No, he's right here down the street. He just wants to know what you're going to say if I tell you that. I can't repeat, but
I didn't say anything.
she didn't say anything, but I could ask her.
Just say a hand gesture.
I think she actually probably does have a license to fly that. All right, here I am trying to tell ghost stories, and everybody's watching football. Back to Michelle. So the neighbor who passed away said something about Michelle. I'm like, I don't know. Then I don't know. It was a couple weeks later. Holly had just came along. She hadn't been here very long. And Holly didn't know or couldn't remember at one point in time. She wanted to know, she said, is your last name Wilkins? And I go, what? Yes, she used sign language there, Dave. Apparently she doesn't like the Buckeyes. No, Buckeye Kitty would have something to say about that, I bet.
They beat us the last 5 years.
Oh, that's why. I didn't know that they were that tough on us. Apparently, Buckeyes are pretty good. Them were fighting words, Midwest picker. Yeah, he is pulling her leg. Which is a good thing. She needs that once in a while. But anyway, so this was, like 8 years ago. She's like, is your last name Wilkins?
Yeah.
Like, Holly, I'm trying to tell a story.
Ohio is our biggest rivalry.
I know, I told him that.
And that's why
Yeah, okay, fine.
State's our other one.
What? Okay, I know State, but anyways. Frederick. Yeah, it was a number one. I think she only used one. She might have used both. I don't know. One on each hand. Yeah. Where she's thinking my last name was Wilkins. I'm like, no, I corrected her. It's not. It does start with a W. Well, anyways, it got to be kind of a laughing matter. And for some crazy reason, we decided that we would name our resident ghost, who is a very mischievous ghost. We'll just call her Michelle. Michelle Wilkins, as a matter of fact. Just to have two funny things. The neighbor with a weird coming up with the name Michelle out of clear blue sky. And then for some reason, Holly coming up with Wilkins again out of a clear blue sky. Kind of, sort of. Let's see. Timmy Ray, Mr. Jack, you matter. Forget about the ghost story. Talk about football. Well, I'm no expert on football. Holly is, but I enjoy watching, Then, oh, wow. Linda. Oh, my. Wait till Holly hears this. You want to know what Linda says? She's rooting for Michigan. You know why? She wants Michigan. Linda in Ohio wants Michigan to win so it'll be more prestigious when they beat our ass. Oh my. I've got her up on the posting. Holly's laughing. All right. This is hilarious.
Whoa, Ohio.
All right. I'll wrap it up about Michelle Wilkins. Because, apparently football's taking a priority. Again, that must be why the Moose Lodge was handing out trick-or-treats, the tailgate trick-or-treat party in the parking lot at 9:30 this morning. We get that over with so they can watch football. How would you like to be a little kid and all of a sudden your parents are waking up on a Saturday morning? Get your costume on. We got to go to the Moose Lodge. Come on, hurry up. Parents haven't even had coffee yet, and they're rustling the kids out to the Moose Lodge for, tailgate trick-or-treat. All right. Now Michigander Man says, oh, those are going to be fighting words too. Timmy Ray, where are you at? You're down there in Louisiana, I think, aren't you? You're all the way down in Louisiana and you're watching the Michigan State game, I think. Okay, and then 7 till 7. I don't know what that is. All right, one last thing about Michelle. When I went to Mayberry. Okay. Tina and I had some weird things happen in Mayberry at our campsite. Weird things. So earlier this morning, I asked Holly, I said, when I was down there with Tina at Mayberry, did you have any weird things happen here around the cottage? She said no. Peaceful, quiet. Well, it appears pretty obvious to me that Michelle followed me and Tina down to Mayberry in North Carolina just to harass us. Wow. Yeah, Timmy Ray. Okay. Yep, Louisiana. I thought you were because I see you on Weekend RVing every now and then, and sometimes on Gary's channel, Daydream About Nice Things. Somewhere along the line, a slow momentum. Somewhere in my brain, I had Louisiana. Not sure what part of Louisiana, but Fox 14. The score is 7-7. Got it. Okay. It's on Fox 14 in Louisiana. Just so you know. Timmy is watching it in Louisiana. Timmy is watching Michigan State in Louisiana right now.
He's watching an old one.
No, he's watching it right now. It's 7-7. He's watching it live. You know what? The top of the hour at 1 Eastern, we're going to be rating the Northwoods RV Life. And they're going to be interviewing their guests today are going to be K&R Destinations. I believe they're in Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. Not too far from Jerry Holly. Anyways, that should be an epic show. And I know Corey will keep control of it. I wonder how many people are going to come in there and make football comments. All right, happy Halloween, everybody. Justin Parks, welcome aboard there. Happy Halloween. Yeah, I have some questions for you. Yeah, actually, there was an almost full moon about 40 years ago, but it wasn't full. Yeah, 70 some years. Tonight's the night. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle will probably stay up all night doing stuff. She was throwing beer cans around last night. Well, actually, not beer cans. Holly tossed a beer can at the container that we store beer cans in. She missed. Can hit the floor. Yeah, whatever. And all of a sudden, she was never anywhere near it, but a box that was stacked up on the couch just flew up in the air and landed next to her feet. My opinion, Michelle says, you're going to throw a beer can at me, I'm going to throw something back at you. As said, Michelle is mischievous. Mischievous ghost. Justin, have you heard from Sensei Darm? That's a specific question. I have not heard from him in a week, which is odd. I have texted him a couple times just to see how he's doing. I thought maybe he's on the way to Arizona, or hope he's in good health. But no, I haven't heard from him since a week ago yesterday, which is quite odd. I normally hear from him at least 2 or 3 days a week. So there's a man down at the 50-yard line. Timmy Ray is trying to help you out, Holly. Anyways. Yeah, everybody's watching football. Yeah, obviously around here, the Michigan State game is definitely, let's put it this way. I don't hear any cars driving up and down the street. The only thing I've heard here in the last little bit was Arrowmen. And for all I know, they're watching the game too. Linda, Scott Jacobs will be howling at the moon tonight. Yeah. Yeah, it is a blue moon. I did hear that. It's a second full moon within 1 month. Today is the last of the month, and we're having a full moon. So when you have 2 full moons in a month, the second one is called the blue moon. It looks pretty white to me, but if you want to call it a blue moon, that's fine. I like blue moon ice cream once in a while. I kind of have a fondness for blueberries. But still 7-7. Okay. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Don has been over at Ronnie's. He's going to be belt bell tire. Oh, let's see. My Tire Mandalas out in Serendipity. I'm just surprised I haven't heard from him, Justin. It's a Michigan thing. I could be. We do have some blueberry farms up here in Michigan, and a lot of us are fond of blueberries. I'm one of them. Especially blueberry muffins. I kind of like that. I don't really care for blueberry pie. It's a little bit too much blueberries in a blueberry pie than I want. Good morning, Vicky. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. All right. Bell tire can be scary on Halloween. Yeah. Go to Bell. Go to Bell. Bell tire. Bell tire. I can imitate that fairly well. That's funny. Yeah. Sweet Vicky is in the house. Frederick here in the Marcells. Yeah. So it is Halloween. as said earlier, doesn't look like Nomadic Hippie's going to be on at 6 tonight. However, I did check, and RV on the Wayside, they've got a special Halloween ghoulish show coming on at 7:30. So they will be on at 7:30. I'm not even sure what time I'm going to go live. If it's warm enough and the Chromebook works, I'm going to possibly set up on the porch for the normal 7 p.m. But since Nomadic's not coming on at 6, I might go on at 6 because it starts to get dark at 7. Speaking of darkness, for those of you who live in our Fatima Zafri, welcome aboard. For those of you who live in the time zone states where they have daylight savings time, it ends tomorrow, actually Monday morning at 2 a.m. So set your alarm clock, get up about 1:45 and set all your clocks back. You know, remember, spring forward, fall back. So it's kind of fall, so you gotta set it back 1 hour. Just so you know, just reminding you. I mean, seriously, you gotta set your alarm, get up at 1:45, go use the bathroom, and go reset all the clocks. Just saying. Old classic movies tonight. Okay. Well, good luck searching for those. Do you have on DVR? Because almost every channel is going to have Halloween or horror themed movies. Some of them will be classic horror movies. just saying. I'm not going to be. I'll get my live stream done tonight by 7. Whenever I'll be pooped out, have supper and poop. Maybe another piece of candy. I've had one so far. This will be fun. Butterbean Head, welcome aboard. Shannacraft, you're here too. Yeah? You're spoiling it, Shanna. I just told everybody they got to set their alarm for 1:45 or so and get up and then change all the clocks back. Because that's what they said. 2 a.m., that's when it changes. So I think if you get up about 15 minutes till the hour, 2 a.m. Monday morning, it's probably a good time to change them all, don't you think? Just, And if you're not cloudy,
Oh, God, come on.
Aloha Conkus here. Welcome aboard. Homemade fudge. That sounds good. Anyways. Yeah. Oh, wait. Michigander Man. Damn bunny suit scares the all right. Maybe we'll yeah. I like that one. Gosh, there's so many good comments in here. I want to put them all up there. Oh, I'm blessed. We have 17 in the house. This is fun. Very much fun. So I mentioned the Northwoods RV. They will be on right after me at 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay, on YouTube, Shirley Temple, Charles Dickens. Oh, okay. Butterbean Hand, can we opt out of falling back? I don't want to repeat any of this year. Now that's a classic, Butterbean Head. I have to say I agree with that one. Okay, Timmy. They're on the 43-yard line, Timmy says.
I know that. They're on the 45.
She says 45.
44 and a half.
44 and a half. She likes to argue, by the way. Just so you know.
That's state, though.
Yeah, and she says she don't She's not rooting for their side anyways. Yes, Sean Connery. Yeah, I saw that earlier. I got a pop-up about it. Yeah, what a fantastic actor he was. And a very, very cool guy besides acting. Quite well respected by, especially in Britain. But I certainly had a high respect for that man too. Yeah, it's a sad day. Sad day. 90 years old. Had a good run. I would say that's a good run. Yep. Yep, definitely. Thank you, Scott. Yeah. It's sad when we ever. Yeah, I agree with you, Jaffrey. Jaffrey. I loved him as James Bond. That was, and some of his lines. One of my favorites. It was an early one. Trying to remember the name of the film. But some of the characters, okay, it was, you know, bad guys versus James Bond and the rest of the world. But they had the flying circus. And it was girls that they were flying around these bi-wing airplanes. And it was a front for some kind of notorious deeds. Classics playlist, okay. Anyways, the main character for the bad people, so to speak, the flying circus, which was all nice looking gals flying all these old Sopwith camels and bi-wing airplanes and doing stunts and all this stuff. Well, anyway, Sean Connery as James Bond, he meets the leader, the #1 person in the flying circus, and she's in a bikini. And she comes up to him. She says, "Hi, I'm Pussy Galore." And he says, "I bet you are." As a young man, I just fell on the floor laughing. Yeah, I hear you, Michigander, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love Clint Eastwood too. Some of his are just fantastic. And in my opinion, another gentleman, no nonsense kind of guy, you know. Although he's got a great sense of humor. Let's see, that last movie he did where he's a mule. I think that's the last one. I can't remember the title of the movie, and I haven't seen it. But I've seen, you know, little trailers for it. Look good. You know, somehow the character got roped into running drugs. So, Timmy Ray, she already did, Timmy. Yeah, thankfully. Grim Reaper is afraid to mess with. I'd have to say I agree. Yeah, 1,000 miles to TP the house there. Why not? No, I mean, a mission is a mission. We'll have the moonlight to guide us. Should be a great night. When the moon shines over Vicky's house. She's probably got security cameras, Scott. She'll know who did it. Wait, she already knows. You already told her we were all going to do it. Fortunately, TP is not as scarce as it was. It is a little higher price than it was. Although I still get mine, I think it's 6 rolls for $1 at Dollar General. Hey, it works for me, and it's septic safe. 6 rolls last me 6 weeks at least. Now, Holly, nah, it's a different story. And she don't like the Dollar General. She's got to have Angel Soft. Period. Make my day, Frederick. Yep, that's a classic. All right, where are we seeing? Yep, give her a hand there. Get that car unloaded, and don't eat too many trick-or-treats. Trick-or-treat candy. And settle down, and I bet if you flipped around on the television, if you have one, you could find a football game to watch. College games are on today for sure. Apparently 97 doesn't know how to play. I don't know. Timmy Ray the King is watching it. That's what he said.
What?
Timmy Ray said he's watching it. Okay, Victoria.
Must be way behind me.
Maybe, I don't know. Jessica Hartman. Now that's a good one. Oh yeah, we gotta have that. Yeah, don't eat the trick-or-treaters. And as some people say here in the United States, we say to the so-called extraterrestrial aliens, eat the Canadians first, please. Speaking of Canadians, I heard another good one the other day. Forget who I heard it from. Was it Wandering Wiley? I don't remember now. No, he's in Minnesota.
Yes.
It was somebody in Canada. Canada. No, it wasn't Izzy. Anyways, and I've seen them this morning too. We've got the Canadian geese. Canadian geese, that's what we call them. They're flying south. A lot of them, I know where they're going. They're going to Fenville, Michigan. There's thousands of them down there at this time of year. Now, sometimes we get a little discouraged with the amount of Canadian geese. Like at Riverside Park there in Grand Rapids. And sometimes on the golf course, they'll decide they want to hang out in the golf course. And maybe they're hunting for night crawlers or something. And well, they put it this way, these geese, the Canadian geese, as we call them, poop all over the place. I mean, poop. But in the summertime, a lot of the Canadian geese are across the border. They don't have to worry about going through customs or having their temperature checked for pandemic. None of that. They just go north in the summertime. And as Frederick Heron says, yeah, they leave too much crap. Well, Frederick, do you know what the Canadians call what we call the Canadian geese? Wait for it. The Canadians call those geese that crap everywhere American geese. True. It's true. I learned that the other day. I just got all tickled. I mean, seriously tickled. All right. Who wants to raise their hand as being a blue wrench here? We are about 6 minutes away. We are going to need a moderator. You, Jessica. Well, good. You caught on to me. Scott, don't loop the wackles to a miracle plant. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's it. So anyways, if a moderator could get ready here in a few minutes to post the link for the Northwoods RV Life, I would appreciate it. Mr. Ganderman, I think you're a wrench. Meant to be RVing, I believe you're a wrench as well. And like I said, we'll see how Corey does with interviewing KNR Destinations for however they're going to play this double live stream, so to speak. Thank you, Ford man. The wonder how much competition they're going to have with the Michigan and Michigan State game going on. And if you didn't know it, the Northwoods RV Life, they're from Central Michigan, so they're a little bit north of Michigander Man and I. Well, Michigander Man, I may have to do something about that to make you rich, because you're most always on my live stream, so it would be good. All right, somebody else raised their hand. Who is a wrench in here? Usually RV Ashes in April is here. She's a wrench. Scott. Scott, I think you're a wrench, aren't you? Yeah, go blue. Absolutely. Our Fatima Jaffrey, go blue. Jessica Hartman says, go blue. And Linda Barker's going to say, go Buckeyes. Now, she wants to go blue, too, for her own reasons. Frederick Heron, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Bon voyage. Have a great afternoon. And have as much candy as you want. Okay, Scott is looking for the link. Yeah, it's the Northwoods RV Life. Wow, Michigander Man, that's cool. Discounts on tickets. All right, that's neat.
There are many reasons for waiting to visit.
Timmy Ray, she is not my wife. She's my patient. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Meant to be Scott. Shoot. Let's see. Can I do something about that? No. Because I'm on StreamYard, I can't make you a moderator right from here. I can make you a moderator later when I replay this, and then I can go hit those three little dots and add you as a moderator. Linda says she's had trouble with the link. All right, well, if that's the case, just know. Oh, I think Scott's got it. There it is. There is the link. Scott found it. Thank you, Scott. And make sure you run into Walmart at some point here yet. The next couple hours to stock up on TP to head over to Vicky's house. Oh, that's all right, Timmy. A lot of people assume that. No, there's no romantic relationship here whatsoever. She is my patient, and she happens to be a roommate as well. But that's it. There's nothing else going on. Just so you know. I mean, we're good friends. But alumnus from Michigan, so I bleed Mason blue. Oh, Linda found the link as well. All right, cool. All right, we are 1 minute away. Hope to see you tonight. I don't know what time. It may be 6. I haven't decided yet. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Scott, and whoever else posted it as well. Let's go raid the Northwoods RV Life. There's your link. Hopefully I'll see it tonight. I don't know what time yet. I'll figure it out. Fair winds and smiles. And may God bless. Happy Halloween, everyone. End broadcast. You're welcome.